It was 2017, a year after all those creepy clown sightings made headlines across the country. I was in 6th grade at the time, and like everyone else, I thought it was all a big joke. But that was before my encounter with one of them. It was just an ordinary Tuesday at school. The day had been going by pretty quickly, and we were nearing the end of class. The sun was starting to set, casting a warm golden light through the classroom windows. It was around 3 p.m. when everything changed. I was sitting near the back of the room, working on a math assignment, when I heard a voice, low, almost shaky, say, "There's a clown outside." At first, I thought it was just a kid making a joke, but then I looked toward the window, and there it was. A clown standing right outside, staring in through the glass. It wasn't like the colorful, funny clowns I had seen in cartoons. This one wore a tattered purple suit, its colors faded and stained. His face was covered in smeared white paint, with deep black circles around his eyes that made his stare feel unnatural. The smile on his face was stretched wide, too wide, and it wasn't friendly. It was the kind of smile that made you feel like something was wrong. He wasn't moving. He just stood there, grinning and staring directly at our class. Some kids laughed nervously, thinking it was part of some prank. Others, including me, felt a cold knot tighten in their stomachs. Mrs. Peterson, our teacher, walked over to the window and looked at him for a long time. Then she stepped back, slightly pale, and pulled the blinds down, not saying a word. It felt like something was off, but none of us could explain why. Minutes passed. The class went quiet, and I could feel the tension growing. Mrs. Peterson was speaking to someone on the phone, her voice low, but we could tell something was wrong. Just then, the loudspeaker crackled to life. "All students and staff, please lock your doors and move away from the windows. This is not a drill." The panic was immediate. Mrs. Peterson rushed to the door, locked it, and turned off the lights. We were instructed to crouch under our desks, the silence in the room almost suffocating. My heart raced. It felt like forever before the principal's voice came through again. "The situation is under control. The threat has been removed. Lockdown is now over." We didn't know what had happened or what the real threat was. The rest of the day passed without incident, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. After the bell rang, I left school with my friend Sarah, but I noticed something strange. We always took the same route home, through the alley behind the school that led to the street. But today, as we walked past the small row of trees, something made us stop. We looked over, and there, barely visible between the trunks of the trees, was the clown again. His face was hidden mostly by the branches, but we could see his eyes, locked on us. He was still grinning, and this time he was slowly waving at us. Not in the playful, friendly way you'd expect, but in a slow, deliberate motion like he wanted us to come closer. Without saying a word, Sarah and I bolted, running all the way home. I didn't look back. When I finally got home, I told my parents everything. They called the school, but no one had seen the clown after the lockdown. Later, I overheard a rumor that the police had searched the area, but they never found anything. No one knew who he was or what he wanted. To this day, I wonder what would have happened if we had gone over to him or if the clown had tried to follow us. The part that haunts me the most is the way he waited, hidden, watching kids leave the school. Was he just trying to scare us? Or was he planning something more sinister? I'll never know, but I can't forget the way his smile seemed to stretch wider as I ran.